now, and it looks like we are live.
Hey guys, welcome to OMG Machines Workshop Part 3 of 4. And tonight we have an absolute incredible lesson lined up for you. And the reason why this is one of my favorite lessons to give out, and this is literally one of our most, what we did is we went to our archives of 2016, what we gave our paid members, and we pulled out one of the most popular lessons. And you know, whether you know anything about the internet or not, whether you know how to put up a website, whether you know what anything is, everyone knows how to hold their phone out and shoot a video and genuinely figure out, carelessly or even clumsily, upload it to YouTube. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about something very, very, very special. It's an unfair video ranking secret. You literally take #1 positions in Google inside of hours, sometimes days, even sometimes minutes after they're uploaded. And we're going to share this with you and show you how you can even monetize off of this. But where we're at right now is we're in the OMG way. So if you are looking at us right now and you see that I am in Facebook group, you can search it, The OMG Way. There will be the pinned post at the top of the group right up here. While we're waiting to everyone to pile in right now, because everyone normally kind of straggles in a little bit late, I want you to just give me #alive. I want to see how many of you are live, ready to go, ready to get an incredible lesson tonight, be able to walk away with, even if you don't know anything about YouTube, you don't know anything, even if you think you're a very good YouTube marketer, I had a feeling that you're going to walk away today excited, going to be able to do with videos. And you know, so let's get these lives coming in. I know that we're on about a 20-second delay, but to give you a quick recap, last week we went over really a $10,000 lesson about how you should really jump on and how important it is to control brand identity. And I believe that this lesson tonight is really going to hit home to a lot of people and get you very excited about video affiliate marketing, whether it be video marketing for business, whether it be a number of different things, whether you're trying to promote your YouTube channel. The bottom line is the better position you get in search engines, whether it be Google or whether it be YouTube, the more organic views and the more views and likes and comments you're going to get, which is going to help the video. But there are some things that you might not know that you can do that Google really likes. And we have Joe Marfolio, who is our video expert. He has been doing this since the inception of YouTube. And he's going to show you tonight how he has literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of just putting up simple videos and how he's done it. Joe, I know you're super excited to be here tonight. You got an incredible lesson lined up for everyone, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm excited to give this lesson. You know, we've given this a lesson similar to this a couple of years ago or last year, and you know, people just loved it. So yeah, I'm excited to get going with it. I think everyone's gonna find it extremely useful, and you know, a lot of people are gonna be really blown away.
Amazing. We're gonna come back to Joe in just a second. I just really want to just get home to you just how powerful video is for the next couple minutes. You know, YouTube is literally one of the powerhouses. It was one of the smartest things that Google did, is acquiring it. And when we look at it, you know, there's over 1.3 billion users on YouTube right now. That is an absolute crazy number. Active users. YouTube's estimated net revenue is almost $6 billion for 2016. There's over 4.5 billion YouTube views daily. Not only that, there's over 6 billion hours of YouTube watched every month. I want you to try to just grasp that. 6 billion hours watched every month. There's over 300 hours of YouTube uploaded every minute. And there's over 19 million mobile views daily. It's people that just camp on their phone and watch videos. But here's the cool part about it. And this is where it leaves a big gap in everything. The percentage of small business that utilize YouTube is still in single digits at 9%. So there's literally a crazy 91% of small businesses out there are not utilizing the advantage of video marketing the way they should. They're not capitalizing on the power of YouTube. And that leaves a door open for us in a lot of things. What we're going to be covering today, we're going to be covering kind of how to create a video, where to upload the video, how to optimize the video so search engines love it. That's going to be both Google and YouTube. And we're going to show you how to get more trust to the video so all the search engines pay attention to it. So without further ado, I want to give you over to Joe Marfolio. He's one of the partners inside of OMG. And Joe's literally one of my best friends. We talk daily. He's literally one of the smartest individuals that I know. And Joe sometimes flies under the radar, but this guy is an absolute ninja when it comes to literally affiliate marketing, video marketing, SEO, and a lot of other stuff. He's one of the most well-rounded, complete internet marketers I've ever ran across. And tonight, he's going to accumulate, that's really took him hundreds of hours of research and development. And he's going to give you a lesson. But not only that, have an incredible bonus that he's going to share with you after the lesson. So you're in for a treat tonight. So Joe, take it away, man. I know you got an incredible lesson lined up for us.
All right. Hey, thanks, Cotton, and thanks for that great introduction, and we'll get right into it. So what I'm going to be talking about tonight is what I call our perfect video traffic process. And I'm going to show you how this process has been responsible for not only myself, but other members of OMG making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right now, before I get into that, though, a little bit about myself is, I've been doing this for a number of years, about 6-7 years. I started out doing local marketing for local businesses. I also did lead gen for local businesses, and I did affiliate marketing, and is one of the avenues where I make money. And I want to talk about that right now for a little bit, affiliate marketing, and exactly what it is. I know the first webinar we talked a little bit about affiliate marketing, but what's interesting is when I talk to people, and they are thinking about making money online, right? So, I want to make some money online. I have this process, or I have this way of either like losing weight or this whatever it is. They have something that they do, and they figure the best way for them to make money online is to create a product and sell that product, and all these people are going to buy their product, right? But what they don't realize is what's involved in actually creating a product and putting it online and making money, right? So let's say I have some kind of weight loss process, and it's a great process. I lost a lot of weight. I told a couple of my friends they lost weight, and I want to get this out to the world because I want to start making money online. So I have to create this info product, right? So what do I have to do to create the product? Well, I have to document my process, okay? And then I have to maybe create videos, maybe create PDFs. I have to create a membership site. I have to make sure that this membership site is put together in such a way that it's cohesive for people, that people could understand my plan, what I'm trying to tell them, and that they find it interesting. Then I have to come up with a payment process. I have to get a way for them to pay me. Then I have to handle returns, then customer service, and then I have to work on conversion, right? If someone comes to my site, what's going to be on the site so that they actually buy from me? Like, I'm not a guru. Nobody knows who I am. So how are they going to buy from me? So I got to figure out what do we call a landing page, or a page that they land on that gets them and get them intrigued enough so that they buy my product. And then really to do this right, I'll have to create 3 or 4 different landing pages to test which one converts the best, right? It sounds like a lot of work. I mean, I'm tired just talking about this. But so let's say we do all of this stuff, we still haven't made any money, right? We still haven't made any money because what we have to do is we have to run traffic to this and hope that people buy it, hope that our message resonates with them, right? So it's actually a lot of work. So the nice thing about affiliate marketing is that I could take my knowledge of, say, weight loss, and I could partner with someone who's already built a membership site or already built an info product. Now, a lot of times these guys, they're gurus in the niche. People know them. They've probably spent tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes over $100,000 on their membership site. They've done all the testing. They've made sure everything converts, right? So they've done all the heavy lifting, all the hard work. The only thing they need is traffic, right? And and that's where free traffic comes in. Traffic from the internet is so important, is that if I can run traffic to their sites, they're willing to split the money that they make with me. So if their product is $100, I get 50 and they get 50. And they do all that stuff I mentioned, they're doing all that. All I'm doing is running traffic to them. And the beauty of it is that there's actually marketplaces out there. One of them is ClickBank. It's clickbank.com, where people post their product, like their info products, and it's actually a marketplace, and you partner with them. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these info products out there that you could partner with. And all you have to do is run that free traffic to them. So before I get into what the process is, right, for the video ranking, is I want to tell you a quick story how I got started with this, with affiliate marketing. Like I said, when I first started, I was doing local businesses, and we would rank their websites, and I would rank videos. And I found that I could rank videos pretty easy, and that people really resonated with people video, and the people and these local businesses were getting a lot of success and calls from them. So like all the OMG coaches do, I do a lot of research and development. So I'm always looking at different angles to make money, different ways to use my skills. And so I started thinking, man, I want to really get in this affiliate marketing niche or space. So I started looking around. There was this guy who was selling these blogs. And this is going back 4 or 5 years. And so with these blogs, where he's selling these blogs, and they were in different niches. And one of the niches was like a baby sign language, right? And so he created this blog. He put a bunch of articles on it. And the point of the blog was you ran traffic to it. People would read it, and they'd be interested in baby sign language and sign languages. They would hit a link, and it would take them to an affiliate product. Now, the only problem is these blogs really sucked, right? The graphics sucked. The content wasn't that good. And plus, how am I going to try to promote this blog that everyone else is promoting? It didn't make any sense. But there was this one niche that he had that when I clicked over to the affiliate product, it was like this amazing whiteboard video. Now, this is years ago, before anybody was doing whiteboard videos. And this was actually a hand-drawn one. A guy actually was hand-drawing the whiteboard video. It was extremely engaging, and his landing pages were spot on. I could tell he spent a lot of money on this product. So me knowing what I know about marketing, I went over to YouTube, knowing how huge YouTube is as far as traffic. It's the second largest search engine on the internet next to Google. So I type in this niche, and I look, and I see these videos all come up. And I'm looking, I'm like, some of these videos have like 60,000, 80,000, over 100,000 views. And the amazing thing is as I'm looking at them, some of these videos are like an hour long. And the people on these videos they're talking about this problem, but they're not like providing a solution, right? They're just talking about the problem and philosophizing on it. And me as a marketer, I see, well, this is just wide open, because whenever you want to promote anything, right, online, especially an affiliate, there's two things you want to look for, right? You want to look for a hungry niche or people in crisis, okay? And then you want to be able to offer them a solution. So you have people in crisis, they need a solution, and then you want to give them the solution. If you can give them a solution that is better than anyone else out there, they're going to buy from you. And that was this niche, right? Nobody was giving them the solution. And I knew, hey, this video is the solution. So I had the problem, I had the solution, I just had to marry them. So I called up I didn't call him, I emailed the guy whose product it was. And I said, hey, can I download your video? Can I upload it to YouTube? And, he's like, sure. Because as amazing as his product was, it wasn't really selling that well because he couldn't get that traffic. So, so now when I'm looking at this project I have to do, there's two big obstacles I have to overcome. Because these videos have two things or two signals, right? Because Google, YouTube, it's an algorithm, and they look for signals, to tell which videos or which websites they should rank, by, how popular they are and everything else. Well, these videos had age and they had traffic. And as far as video ranking goes, those are two huge signals. So how am I going to get my video to rank over them? Well, that's where this perfect video process that I have comes in, right? Because I perfected it with the local, and so then I applied it to this video, and so I ran this video through the first step of the process, which is a huge part, and it landed on page 2 of Google. Now, this is a really high traffic niche and keyword I was going after, so I wasn't deterred that it was on page 2, because I knew that if I applied everything else, it would start moving up. So I put the video up, and a couple of days later, I get a ding on my phone. Right? And what I did is I had an app on my phone that was connected to ClickBank, and every time I made a sale, it would ding my phone. So I got a ding, and I look, wow, I made $22. I was like, that's awesome. And then all of a sudden, I go a couple days later, I'm getting more dings and more dings. So I start looking, and I see my video started to move up. Now it was like 3/4 on page 1, right on the bottom quarter of page 1, and then 2 weeks later, I'm sitting in my office and my phone is dinging like all the time, and my assistant's like, what's going on with your phone? Why does it keep dinging? And I'm like, well, I'm just making a ton of money, right? Because I'm getting all these dings because my video had moved up to number 1, and because the message resonated with all this traffic, I was starting to make sales. So what did I do next, right? Like, what would any God-fearing affiliate marketer do? If one video was making the money, I went and I made another video, right? And did the same process. So the money I was making from the first one, if you doubled it, that's how much I was making when I added the second one, okay? And then what I did is I got another niche, and then I added another video. Now, I wasn't making like $50 or $100. I mean, I was making thousands of dollars a month. I was making more money from these videos than some people who go to college make on their day jobs, right? Like, I was making enough money, I could pay my mortgage, I could lease $1,000 car with just the money coming in from these videos. So, and it's not because I was an expert in any of these niches, right? It's because I knew how to run the traffic, right? That's the key. Now, I know a lot of people might be thinking right now, okay, so you found some niches, right? Like, you found this niche, or you have this, you just got lucky, or whatever. That was 4 or 5 years ago. But I tell you what, in that Facebook group, if you guys try to guess the niche I'm talking about, now, if you guys know, if you've heard me tell this before, don't put it in there. But you guys in the Facebook group, put in, try to guess what the niche is, because you probably would never guess. Okay, and it's not because I spent all this time researching niches and found just the perfect one. It's because there are thousands and thousands of niches out there, right? That you in affiliate marketing, in the marketing space, from gardening to like we talked about, weight loss to making smoothies to yoga, whatever it is. There's tons of products out there, and that's how just wide open this is. Let me see. People are putting in here. Fly fishing, nope. That's a good one. Hair ribbons, nope. Rehab, nope. I mean, those are all good guesses, but it's not it. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen, and I'll actually show you the niches. Okay, I'm going to actually show you what I was ranking for. I'm going to show you the videos and everything. So just give me a quick second here. All right, I'm going to try to share my screen. All right, here we go. Share, screen share. Okay, share. All right. So can you see my screen there, Fletch?
Yep, I see a SERP right now, Joe. Yep.
All right. So here it is. I'm going to pull it up right now, and I don't think anyone guessed what it was. It was pornography addiction. And the funny thing about this is there's more searches for pornography addiction than if you took drug addiction, heroin, alcohol addiction. If you took all the addictions you know of and combine that search volume together, there's still more searches for pornography addiction or porn addiction or whatever. And this is the actual video. And if we go to this video and we look at it, you're going to see when I ranked it is back in 2012. It has over 700,000 views. If you backdate that and you do a calculation, you're going to see that this video gets probably 400 to 500 views a day, right? A day, this one video gets. And then here's a link over to the product. And I get about, between the two videos I have up in this niche, I get about 200 clicks a day going over to the product. Okay, so, from there, you could just calculate how much money that I'm actually still making from this video because it's ranked #1 still. And like I said, I made a second video in a different keyword, and it's #1 right here. If you listen to this video, you'll actually hear my voice, right? And then if you go to Google, right, you're going to see right here, this video is actually ranked on Google. So I'm getting this traffic everywhere. It's coming to my video, that's going over to this affiliate, right? And then I'm getting paid. I'm getting deposits in my account every month. And then what did I do? Like I said, I did it again, right? What causes a panic attack? Again, hungry market, right? People who are in crisis, they're having panic attacks. They need a solution, right? So I'm right in front of them. And again, this one has several 100,000 views, right? So it's just the same process that I'm repeating over and over again. And the key to the whole thing is the traffic, is being able to divert this free traffic. And now that's affiliate marketing. And I love it because it's hands off. I haven't touched these videos since I put them up 4 years ago. Okay. And they're still just cranking out money. But now, what if I told you guys that not only, so if affiliate marketing, right, in this aspect, if it has, say, thousands of opportunities, right, there's whole nother market out there that has, if affiliate marketing has thousands of opportunities, this market has like hundreds of thousands of opportunity. It's just so wide open. And it's just so, and some of the keywords are just so easy to rank that when we apply this perfect process, that we can get stuff to rank right away. I mean, within sometimes a couple of hours, and we have money-making videos ranking in a couple of hours. So let me see. How many people here want to see that? Let me see in the Facebook group. I don't know. I mean, we are delayed. But let me know how many people are going to want to see that. And then I'm going to pull up something and I'm going to show you what I actually did this afternoon. Okay. And how you guys can repeat this very quickly. So I don't know where I do. So Fred does. Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah, says Daniel. Paul says yes. 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 Show me the money. See it. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up, and then there's a couple of aspects to this we're going to look at. So the largest market out there by far, right, by far over anything else is the local business market, right? So if you go out and you just drive down your street, right, how many businesses are there out there? There's millions of businesses, right? There's an endless supply of local businesses, and what do they need, right? What are they hungry for? They're hungry for leads, right? They're hungry for phone calls. So what I did is I went in my town and I just did some videos, and I did them, you can see here, 2 hours ago. All right, so some of these keywords are water damage repair contractor in Carbondale, Colorado. That's where I live. Okay, you see my video is #2. If we go just to do water damage, Carbondale, Colorado, right here in Google, my video is right here, right? Now, I just did this 2 hours ago.
Joe, let me get this straight, just not to interrupt you here. You're going to sit here and you're like showing everyone something pretty incredible right here. So you picked out a niche which is something that is an emergency. You know, someone has a house, they come back, the hot water heater explodes, or there's just something wrong and they got damage done. And you just put up a pretty valuable video. And how are you going to make money with it? It's incredible that you just did this 2 hours ago. You can't make that up. I mean, it says right there, 2 hours ago that you put it up. Share this process with everyone about how they can get videos to rank this high in niches also in just a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to show everyone. And here's the beauty of this, Cotton, is this. So when you're looking at these videos, you might think, okay, so what do I do next? Well, next thing I want to do is put a phone number on here and sell these to a business. But, you know, you're going to have to talk to a business. You're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to do some work. But what you can do, the beauty of this is you can tie this almost to like affiliate marketing, and you can use CPA or this call per action that we talked about on the first video, where there are companies that will actually pay you for just that phone call. So now affiliate marketing, you have to sell something. Here, somebody can make, you know, somebody watches the video, makes a phone call, then there's a marketplace where these networks will pay me for those calls. So I don't even have to talk to anyone. I don't even have to talk to a contractor or anything. And as you can see, I did with several different niches. Here, I even did this one for a drug rehab center in Aspen, right? Because this is right up the road from me. Aspen, I mean, you think there's people who need drug rehab in Aspen? This sure is, right? There's a lot of them. I meet them every day. So now what do we do next, right? So how do we monetize this incredibly fast? Well, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to get into the process. But I want to show you a place called Offer Vault, and this is where a lot of the CPA networks post, their offers. And we go over here to pay per call, and I'm going to simply type in water damage.
Eli, Joe, if we could slow down a little bit for like those that just don't know anything about internet marketing, could you explain what CPA means just a little bit better so they can kind of get a grasp of it, of how you can make money with that?
All right. So CPA just simply means it means click
cost per action.
I'm trying to blank this. Right. Cost per action, right? So cost per action, meaning that if you can get somebody to take some kind of action, like leave an email, leave an address, make a phone call, you're going to get paid, right? So there's these networks out there that partner with businesses, and then they partner with people who do the traffic, like me, and they're kind of the middleman, and then they make the deals, and then they pay me, and then they, and they deal with the customer. So it's actually just an action, you're getting paid. Like I said, like with affiliate marketing, you actually have to sell something. This way, you don't have to sell anything. So
the main difference is kind of like affiliate, money has to get exchanged. CPA, there's really no money exchanged.
Right, no money at all.
Right. Got it.
We're just getting somebody to make a phone call. So if you look at the water damage niche, and we look at this right here, right, they're paying $32 for every phone call. Okay, in the water damage, this is restoration, this is mold also, $32. Now, inside of OMG, we show you a way where for like a water damage niche, you can get like over $100 for that lead, but we don't have time to go into that here right now. But what this is, these guys will pay you $32. Now you might say, okay, well, you put that in for your town, right? How many people are going to call, right? You will get some, but think about this. It took me 2 hours to put that video up. How long would it take me to put 20 up, 30 up, 40 up, right? And now I'm spreading this out all throughout the country. People are calling so I'm getting a little bit of calls from a lot of different places, and I'm getting paid for $32 a call, right?
Now, just to make this real clear, Joe, do they have to purchase, or is this just you're getting paid $32 to make that phone ring and they answer it?
That's it. They don't have to purchase anything.
Wow.
Now, I want to show you something that's going to blow you away even more. All right. So now, when we look at this niche right here that I showed, this drug rehab center in Aspen, how much you think they're going to pay us for a drug rehab in action? A drug rehab center will pay for a phone call.
No clue.
Okay, well, it's right here. Okay, so these guys are paying $600. These guys
per
are paying
call?
$400
Per call.
per call. Per call. See that? Per call.
Hold on.
$299.
Go back to your ranking. Where's your ranking at right now for that addiction in Aspen, Colorado? So it is
Right
on
here.
page 1. You did that
Right.
2 hours ago on there. So if someone sees that, so already has a big thumbnail on there, their eyes are already drawn to that. They're probably going to click on that right now. Then if they happen to give them a call, you're now going to get paid $600. Now, if this isn't something that's blowing everyone away right now, about 2 hours ago, this video wasn't there. Now it's there. And now Joe is found and showing you a way where you can make $600 just to make the phone ring. You know, like if you guys are not mind blown by this, about how easy it is to make money with something that was just uploaded 2 hours ago, just post it in the group. Say mind blown, because this is literally mind blowing.
Yeah. And again, this is just one city, right, in the United States, right? So imagine if you put this on that's where I'm saying, when I say that with video and the traffic you can get, and if you can control the traffic from video, that it's unlimited what you can do, right? It's unlimited the amount of money that you can make. So let me see, this YouTube thing's frozen, so I'm not getting anywhere on this. But so anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'll just get into the process. Things slowing up here.
See, but Joe, everyone knows that you can do this, but everyone wants to see over your shoulder, and they want to see how you upload a video, how you got it to do it, because this whole lesson tonight is about your 100+ hours of research and development to pass this along tonight to them. Similar things that you just showed them, and that's going to be incredible.
Right. All right. Yeah. So and that's what I'll do right now. So what I do is I got some slides right here, and I'm going to go through them. Now, this is a process that we perfected over the years. So I'm going to go through it. If you miss anything, there's going to be a replay, and also we're going to upload a video that has a little more, that'll be a little more in depth, but I'm going to show you everything you need to know right now. Now, let me just do this. Before I get into the process, there's one thing I want to show you, that one of the keys that we do in OMG that's different than a lot of people is that we don't just upload these videos, right? We don't just go to YouTube and upload them. We do something that's called, live streaming. And, if you don't know what live streaming is, you're actually watching a live stream right now, right? So this is a live stream. It's a live video that we're broadcasting on YouTube. And then when this stream is done, YouTube will convert it into a video. If you watched the elections, Donald Trump, every time he does a speech, they live stream it. And Google, YouTube, they put extremely high importance on this live streaming. And it's really a key to how we get these super fast rankings. And what I'm going to do right now is let's go up, but I'm going to go right into this process, and I'm going to go kind of back and forth. I'm going to show you a video that we did. It's probably a year, 2 years ago, that we actually did one of these live streams live on camera. And we got the rank. It's still ranking right now. It was for a roofing repair contractor. Actually, this one's too big. We're just going to go to roofing repair right here, right? And this is something that we live streamed. It's still ranking here. Now, there's a couple of factors that made it pop to page 1 so fast, right? A large factor was that live stream, but it's not the only one, right? Like I said, there's signals. So there's a lot of other signals we have to do. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna just go through this, and let's go right here. And I'm just gonna go through the process, okay? So the first thing that we want to do when we're doing this process is what we're going to call the on-page SEO, or because when we think of a video, right, a video is not just a video, it's actually a page on a website. YouTube.com is a website, right? And then when we upload a video to it, we actually get a page on YouTube.com. So the way that we set that page up, the way that we put in our title, the way we upload the video, the way we do our description is extremely important. And it's going to determine how we rank or how we don't rank. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to choose a money keyword. We have to choose the right keyword. And there's all different kinds of keyword difficulty, from very low, like, you know, to very high. So for example, if you're in weight loss, you could try to go after weight loss, but that's going to be very hard. Or you could do something very specific, like lose weight after pregnancy, right? It's a longer tail keyword, right? So first thing we want to do is choose that keyword. All right, so like say for this one, roofing repair, Rockville, Maryland, that's our keyword we chose. When we first did it, we actually did contractor, so it was a little longer. The next thing we want to do is you want to add the keyword to the title of the video. Now, if you guys have notes, this is where you're going to want to write this stuff down, or even take a screenshot of this when I'm all done with this slide. But add the keyword to the title of the video. That means, and you want to have that keyword first, the first words in the title if possible. For like that, like pornography addiction, or internet pornography addiction, like I did, or whatever it is, or roofing repair, right? That keyword should be in the title in the first few words. Next is you want to add the keyword to the first 2 sentences of the description. The most important part of your description is going to be those first 2 sentences. I'm going to show you why in a second, but you're going to want to have that keyword right there in those first 2 sentences. The next is you want to add a call to action and URL in the first 2 sentences. So what would the call to action be if, say, you know, your roofing repair, call us now with the phone number, right? You want to put the phone number there, and you also want to put the phone number in the title, because you want to make it as easy as possible for people to, when they watch your video and when you rank your video, to actually take an action, or to call you, or to go to your website. And the next thing you're going to want is a 200 to 300 word description. Now, let me just show you something with this video right here, what I'm talking about. So now we're in Google, we're in the search engines, right? So we go down here, what do we see? Okay, you see the keyword right here. So this is a signal to Google and to YouTube that, hey, what's this video about? This video is about roofing repair in Rockville, Maryland, right? I have it right there. I want to make it easy for Google to know what it's about. Here's a phone number. This is for my conversion. This is my call to action. If someone needs roofing repair, they may not even click on my video. They just may call that number right from the search results, right? So then we go down here and look at this. We have our keyword right here, right? And we have our phone number right here. Okay, this is what's called the meta description, right? This is a small little description that, again, tells Google what we do. So if we go to the video, we actually look at the video, you can see I have all that in the first 2 sentences. And this is where Google grabs its meta description, that little snippet of content that you saw on the search results. Google got it from right here. That's why I want it in the first 2 sentences. Now, here's the other reason why you want this first 2 sentences is a lot of people go to YouTube and they watch videos, and you may think, oh, you know, here's the thing that says show more, and they'd hit show more and they'd actually look at this description. Well, a lot of people don't do that, right? Like, people don't even know that they can hit this. And again, it's all about, whenever you're doing any kind of marketing, is removing as many obstacles from people as you can, so that they call you or go to your offer. So that's why we want to make sure our call to actions right here, and even our link, make sure you do the HTTP so our link is clickable. And then if you look here, you're going to see, okay, here is the description, the description, and we want to pepper our keywords in there. We don't want to stuff it, okay? So next is hashtags. And if we look right here, you're going to see I have some hashtags here. Now, these hashtags are really, really important. So years ago, 2-3 years ago, what people used to do is they would just stuff keywords down here. They just put down a list of keywords here, and I still see people do it today. And it's a huge spam signal, right? And if you want your video removed from YouTube, start listing keywords down here. But what you can do is you can put hashtags, and you can put your keywords in these hashtags. And then what happens is when your video gets shared on Twitter, on Facebook, or anywhere, right, these hashtags come into play. People search hashtags, your video comes up, and you just get more traffic and more eyes on your video. So this is very, very important, is putting in these hashtags, right? And so the next we got is regular tags, so we want to put the tags in there. Remember, guys, when you put the tags in there, it's just your keyword that you put in a section in YouTube where it tells you what your video is about. Don't put a million tags in there. If I want to rank for roofing repair in Rockville, Maryland, right, I'm going to basically just do roofing repair contractor, Rockville, Maryland, roofing repair, Rockville, Maryland, right? I'm not going to stick in asphalt repair, flat roof repair, and a bazillion other keywords, right? I want to be very specific so that when the algorithm looks and reads my video, they know what exactly my video is about and that I'm the most relevant. Because if I have a ton of tags, they don't know what I'm really relevant for, okay? So then I won't really rank. So I want to be super relevant, so we want to make sure we only have very, very few tags. Next is we want to geotag the video. So within YouTube, you can actually, and I'll show you that in a minute, where you can go in to, when you're live streaming it, you can actually go into the advanced tab, and you could actually put in your location. And this puts a geotag on your video so that you're more relevant for that location, like Rockville, Maryland. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to live stream the video. And that's it, guys. That's kind of a synopsis of what you need to do for the on page. And if you're going to take a screenshot, I take a screenshot of this, or at least write this down in your notes, okay? And then you can see with this video I have here, right, I have all of those elements. Now, like I said before, live stream. What is live stream? Well, when most people go to YouTube, okay, we go over to YouTube, and if you want to upload a video, a lot of people just go here, they hit the upload tab, and then they upload the video. And I mean, that's okay. There's other things you can do, and I'm going to show you in a minute to get it ranked. But if you really want to put a power boost on it, where it's almost like 10 times the advantage, right? It's just like like the signals are off the chart when you do a live stream. Is under normal circumstances, you go here, you would go to Creator Studio, you'd see this live stream tab right here, and you go to Events, and here you would put in your information, right?
It's awful complicated, Joe.
Yeah, it is. It can get pretty complicated, but right. And I'll come back to this live stream in a minute, because you're gonna need some software. You're gonna need a way to get your video in there. But what I want to go over real quick, and I know I don't want to take up too much time, is this is part one to the video ranking, right? That's on page, right? So you do all that for the on page. Now, what if your video lands on page 2, like my porn addiction video did, right? Or say you do water damage in a busy city and it's not on page 1. How do you get it to page 2? You have to do what's called off-page SEO. Okay, and so the first thing that we want to do is we're going to need traffic, right? So if we think about a video, what we're trying to imitate is viral video status. We're trying to tell YouTube, Google, this video is very popular and it's going viral. Then if it's going viral, then they're going to rank it everywhere. So we have to mimic that. So how do we do that? Well, we need traffic, right? So how do we get traffic, right? We have to get people watching. We got to get eyes on our video, and we have to drip it out. And then what kind of traffic do we want, right? We just can't send traffic to a URL. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like, who just goes to a YouTube URL? We need what's called click and search traffic, meaning that somebody searches something, like say porn addiction, and they go through the results, they find my video, they click on it, and then they watch it. Or they see my video on Facebook and they watch it from Facebook. So these are all signals to Google that people are watching my video from different platforms, and they're finding it interesting, and they're watching it more and more, and they're seeking it out. So that's a huge signal, right? The next is is that we need the links clicked inside the description. If you notice in that roofing repair video I showed you that in the first 2 sentences, I had the link going over to the website, right? Well, when people watch the video and they click that link, it's a signal of conversion. It means this video was so good that they clicked the link and they wanted to go on and see more about it. Next is social shares. So once we start getting the traffic, people clicking on a link, what's natural? What's the next natural step? Is people going to share it on YouTube? You can share it on Facebook. They're going to share it on Reddit, Twitter. They're going to share it everywhere, right? So it's these social shares. And these social shares are becoming more and more important and a bigger signal as social media keeps growing and growing and growing. Okay, the next one is embedded on niche-related or aged blogs or websites, right? So really quick, I mean, this is, give you a simple version of this. What am I talking about? Embedding. If you, right now, you're watching an embedded video, okay? If you, omgmachines.com, events, here's the video you're watching right here. This video is on YouTube, right? It's hosted on YouTube, but we put a code on this website and people can watch it from OMG Machines. So now this is a signal to Google that this live stream, right, or this video, whatever, is so important that people are actually putting it on their blogs and other viewers are going to their blogs and they're watching it. So this is an extremely important and another big signal to Google. And the more authority or the older, say, the website is, or the more related it is to your niche, the bigger the signal is. And the more places your video is embedded, like this right here, the better chance and the faster you're going to rank. And guys, this is how I overcame age and views, right? Because all those other views, when I talked about in the beginning for the porn addiction, all they had was age and views. And I was doing a combination of all this stuff, right? So we got views from PBNs, niche-related anchor, right? So let me just go back there. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done, right? But if you look at it, it's a very natural flow. And what you're doing is you're just giving the algorithm what it wants to say, okay, this is a popular video, and this is how we're going to get it to rank. I mean, that's the process there, Cotton. And guys, also, what we're going to do is we're going to actually put more, we're going to have a couple more videos that is going to be under this video David's going to put up that's going to go more into depth into this. So,
Joe, let me ask you this. I know that you went over an incredible process right here that's really laid out exactly what needs to be done to rank these videos. And that process is up there right now. But what I want to ask you is that key ingredient that you showed, which is what helps get going as a live stream. But many of these live streams, especially, it's very complicated, as we just talked about earlier, to do this through YouTube. We're like seeing to where, you know, someone that's a novice and to try to figure out to go through all these steps could take them hours. Could take them hours to learn how to do that. That's not what we wanted to do. Now, there's other software that's out there that literally costs $500 to $1,000, where they could just load it up in there, put the live stream up, and they get that secret sauce that you're talking about, that you're doing it. But I know that we kind of twisted your arm on this webinar. You've replicated to make it very easy from someone that's a beginner or an advanced YouTuber to be able to take advantage of live stream, going to kind of give it to them. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's exactly like you said, Con. So with live streaming, right, what live streaming is designed for is to run a live event or live stream through a camera. So what happens is someone's going through a webcam like us or a camera. It's fed into YouTube. YouTube converts that into a video and then put it up. Well, you know, what we've been doing is we've been doing this with pre-recorded videos. And in the past, you know, like Todd said, there's software you can do it, but it's very complicated, it's very expensive, and it can take you a long time to figure it out. So when we first started teaching this, you know, I had this process, and I love systems and making it easy. So what I did was I got together with Dan Anton, who's one of the top developers in our in our niche in internet marketing. I said, can we make something so that we make it just super easy for people to do this process, where it's just dead simple. And we did. We came up with a software called CloudRank. And what we're going to do is this software has been only available to OMG members. And what we're going to do is actually give away a free version of it. Now, the software does a lot of stuff, and we've actually never had a free version of it. And when we were thinking of putting together this boot camp or whatever we're doing here, we were talking about how can we get the most value and help the most amount of people get at least one video up on YouTube and at least, get something going, right? Because in our program, the people who take an action, even if it's a small action, have so much more success, right? So how can we get everyone here to be able to take an action is what we did is we took the software and we made this free version. So if you go to omgcloudrank.me, okay? So it's omgcloudrank.me. You could sign up for a free version, and you'll be able to live stream 5 videos, absolutely free. Now, also when you sign up, you'll get a video from me explaining exactly what CloudRank is, explaining what this free version is and why we made it, and then showing you how to upload your own video. But everyone here should go there, get their free account, and then at least put up a video for the name or their business name.
Joe, if you could do me a favor, and if you could put that link that's inside the Facebook group right now for those of the people that are watching. So just to kind of break this down a little bit for you, that those of you that might not understand what just happened, it's very, very simple. Literally the secret sauce that gets a lot of these videos thrown up to the top of the search engines. It's a very complicated process if you go inside of YouTube and want to learn how to do it yourself. And especially if you've already got a completed video that you really want, that looks polished, not like a live video like we're doing right now. You want it polished. Then there's software that will mimic that. Software was also very confusing. The software could run you anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to mimic that same process. Joe, being the genius that he is, went into research and development and came up with the software. But not only is he going to let you use it once, he's going to let you get an unfair advantage 5 times with 5 videos. So you're going to be able to do 5 live streams and get that video and get similar rankings that we just showed you through Joe's lesson. Then you're going to be able to find what affiliate offers that you want. Maybe you want to use it for a client through video marketing. Maybe you want to use it to promote yourself. But this is something that's been unprecedented up until right now. It has literally been just hidden behind the membership area. But because everyone has been participating in our workshop, we wanted to show you what incredible value is inside of OMG and what edge that we give people with the research and development and lessons that we continue to break through. And this is one of them that Joe really came through huge. You see on the screen, if you want to take advantage of it, we cannot promise how long that's going to be up. It's omgcloudrank.me. omgcloudrank.me that you see on your screen right there. And take advantage of it. Like I said, don't sit on this over 24 hours. We can't guarantee how long it's going to be up there. So if you snooze, you lose. Catch a replay and it's not there. I don't know what to tell you. Take advantage of it right now. Jump on and get it. And for those of you that might be worried that, man, this sounds a little complicated, the good news is once you get there, Joe is going to have a video over the shoulder walking you through the entire process as if he was right there with you. You're going to be able to watch it. You're going to be able to pause the video, watch it over again, right over his shoulder, showing him how to operate, get that live stream up. It's also going to be inside omgcloudrank.me. Joe, is there anything else that you had to add to this lesson? It's incredibly generous that you did this. I'd like no softwares like this run anywhere from $500 to $1,000. And you allowing people to do 5 videos is literally mind-bending, but also incredibly generous.
Yeah. No, I mean, just it's just like what you said, Cotton. Like we actually made this. We actually, you know, only about 2 weeks ago did we make this light version for everyone to use. And it was just so everyone can experience it and run their own stream and move as many obstacles away for people as possible. And this is like a one-time deal. Like no one's ever gotten this before. We've never showed this free version before. And then after this is done, you know, the next day or so, it's never going to be available again, right? Like, so if you get it now, obviously you still have your account, but nobody will be able to get it. It's shut, and I'll never do it again. But just because this workshop, we want so many people to take action and so many people to just get up and do at least one thing. We made this available for them. And again, you know, when you get in it, there'll be videos that explain everything you guys need to do. And you know, I hope everybody gets it and they have success with it.
You know what? I want you to show Joe how much you thank him for giving this to you. 5 videos that you can live stream to give you that unfair advantage. You've got a replay of this that you can watch to get it done. I want you to give me a hashtag me if you're going to take advantage of this, and also take this, thank Joe for what he's done. I've got it on the Facebook group right now. I know that we're on a little bit of delay, but I literally want to see time to thank Joe for this. Joe, how much money have you invested to get this software where it needs to be right now? And just right out, I mean, just right off, don't even go back.
I mean, I don't know, probably, and we probably invested well over 70, 80, almost $100,000 in this software, you know, over the past year and a half, 2 years, because we're always tweaking it and doing things. And you know, even this free version we're giving out, the streams, it even costs us a little money to run these streams. But for people, but like I said again, it's well worth it to get people up and going. And there's nothing else on the market like this. One, no one has the processes we have for ranking videos, and no one's even put it in a software, right? And unless you're an OMG, you've never even seen the software before. So, you know, it's something really, really unique.
Incredibly, incredibly powerful lesson. For those of you that might have been over your head a little bit, that's okay. You know, we get and break things down in little bite-sized nuggets inside of the members area and like side of OMG. This is one of 1,000 lessons that we teach. This was one of Joe's most popular lessons that he did over 2016. We wanted to bring it over to you and just show you just how powerful YouTube, video marketing, video affiliate marketing can be. But not only that, to give you an unfair advantage about how you can go out and start monetizing these videos. You know, especially for you novices right now, as I stated earlier in the webinar, you might not know how to put up a website, but man, some of you definitely know how to shoot a video. And if you know how to shoot a video, Joe just showed you how to upload it, and he's given you the link to give you an unfair advantage to either take over, promote yourself, someone else, or promote someone else's product and get paid. But Joe's one of these people that's incredibly generous. We wanted to drop this bomb on you here tonight so you could walk away with something incredibly valuable and incredibly important. But what we want to take time right now is with this incredible lesson, if you would like more lessons like this, and you know, we have an endless amount. What sets OMG apart from any other internet marketing course is simply this. We have partners, owners that are inside of OMG that literally make 90% of their money doing research and development and running their own digital marketing agencies, and then come back and share that research with you. And that's what you're noticing right now. Joe had an incredible number of A-list clients that literally wanted an unfair advantage over everyone else. They called Joe for that. And now we're downloading that information to you directly from Joe's agency, how Joe makes his millions of dollars, and giving it to you. If you're tired about getting outdated information about how to make money online or about how to generate free traffic from that, then you've come to the right place, because everything we do is fresh and current and generally 6 months ahead of the competition. But what we want to talk about right now is we want to invite you to get inside of OMG. Fletch, I just want to make sure that you can see my screen right now. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Well, you know, we only open up OMG once a year because we want to focus on everyone that gets inside to make sure that they have a maximum amount of success. And, you know, OMG is simply one of the most recommended internet marketing courses in history. As you can see, if you went to the Facebook group, there is a link that goes over to another Facebook group, which is OMG Report, that has thousands of testimonials and income reports from OMG members that have been inside the course that sing praises about how it has changed their life and how the information that they receive is bar none some of the best ever. You see, over the last 5 years, OMG has created over 1,000 five-figure a month earners. And many of those people, 75% of these OMG members, had zero knowledge of internet marketing when they joined. Now, if you join OMG and you've got a good fundamental knowledge of the internet and internet marketing, you're just that much faster along your way to absorbing all the incredible information that we had there. And as I stated earlier, we even created a public Facebook group to post their success stories because we get so many on a daily basis. You know, when we created this group in August 2016, we now have had over 1,000 members post on their own about their successes and everyone else. And here's just some from just a few days ago. You know, it says, "This is my first YouTube video I've ever made. I hope the others inside this group find inspiration in my story. I know a lot of us inside of OMG can relate to some things that I speak about." You see, I didn't actually expect OMG to be what it was when I signed up. I just knew that I needed to have faith in an opportunity instead of questioning it, judging, and missing out. So I signed up. I was immediately blown away by the teaching inside. OMG inspires and motivates to take actions and do things I've never before. I couldn't be happy about my decision to join, as it's my new life direction. Someone taking time to do a video, another person with a video testimonial about how incredible it is. 2.5 months into OMG 2017, I can tell you it's the best decision I've ever made of failing in many different businesses. This worked for me. I have 2 agencies running, 3 ongoing clients. My training is paid, and it's allowed me to work full-time in search engine optimization, working from home, taking care of my 1-year-old daughter. This is all since mid-March. You know, it just continues to go. My entire OMG program is truly life-changing. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme for those of you thinking of joining. This program separates itself from all the others by teaching you how to build your house, not on sand, but solid rock. Once you get inside, you realize you're not just learning a new skill, but rather a life course you can apply to everything. You know, and we're proud of it all. When I first saw the news about OMG starting in 2017, I had no idea what to expect. The name itself threw me at first, but like anything else, I laid out on the personal referral that I felt like a grain of salt. Luke McGuire told me to take a look at it. I've used a couple of Luke's products. When I heard Joe Marfolio speak in the video, he explained the process about the goal being important. That drew me into OMG. Like most people, I had very little money to throw in. However, I decided if things needed to change, OMG, I can see why this course is fantastic. I can now see my life changing as my site is starting to show results as it creeps closer to page 1. It just goes on and on about we get these on a daily basis. You know, Bob Proctor is literally one of the icons of motivation and success. He's been doing it for 50 years. Bob Proctor also coaches many individuals, and Bob Proctor recommends them that for a line of business to make money online, he's given OMG his lifetime recommendation, 50 years of looking at products and everything. Very proud that he has that stamp of approval on us. You know, OMG Machines is built around teaching you how to master free internet traffic. This traffic can be used to complement affiliate marketing, email marketing, or even businesses or consulting. And the thing of it is we've mastered how to harness traffic from social media, search engines, through constant research and development through our agencies. Our breakthroughs in internet marketing have landed us in Forbes, Inc., Huffington Post, Tech.co. We've been recognized nationally for our work and our research and development and free internet traffic. You see, when you get inside of OMG, you get an immediate advantage because you get access to all the recorded video modules. And there's thousands of hours, thousands of different subjects that you can go into. And there's literally, it's a university of learning. But what you do is you also get an ongoing advantage. Every week we have live webinars that takes you through our triumphs, our struggles of running our multi-million-dollar digital marketing agencies. And we come back and we share that with you. But also, once you complete OMG, after 1 year, you get a permanent advantage. You're a permanent member of our private members Facebook group. Along with you have access to the members area and all the archived video training for a lifetime. You know, I'd like to talk about some of the most incredible transformations that have went on inside of OMG. And I'd like to highlight one of our members, Francisco Ortiz. You know, he was living in Mexico City and his first language was Spanish. And what Francisco did is he knew Spanish about 33%. He knew that he'd heard from so many people that OMG was life-changing. He decided to buy that and Rosetta Stone at the same time. He then went on to learn it, to get so good where he could understand it, where he started to make a little bit of money with it. Then through some family problems, he had to travel out and relocate to Switzerland. It's an entirely separate language. The same thing. Francisco had to quickly learn another language if he wanted to sell his consulting business to local businesses, and he did. To this day, he still makes a consistent $10,000 a month. You know, they always say, well, there's a will, there's a way. When you want to achieve something and do something, nothing can stand in your way. Francisco is one of these people that literally his will cannot be broken. Nothing was going to break him from achieving success. He knew that he had the right information. All he had to do was just take action and be persistent. You know, another one that is probably one of our greatest OMG stories is Gregory Ortiz. His Bed Bath & Beyond manager, making $50,000 a year after taxes. You know, it's not much. He was taking a subway ride an hour and a half back and forth from the Bronx down to Manhattan, New York, and literally ran across the webinar just like you are right now, was scared, didn't have a lot of money to spend, went behind his wife's back and got the emergency credit card and decided to become a member. He knew that this was do or die. So what he did is he set a schedule for himself. He literally worked 60 hours a week. He went to bed at 9 o'clock at night, woke up at 2 a.m. From 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., he would study and he would work on his internet marketing. From there, he would get on that subway again. He would head to work. From there, he would watch the videos from his phone till he ran out on his bandwidth. And he did this repeatedly until he was able to quit Bed Bath & Beyond. And now Gregory has never stopped. And he makes a reoccurring $100,000 a month from the blueprint and the information that he learned inside of OMG. You know, then there's my story. You know, you guys have heard me talk a lot and my success, but it always wasn't that. I was bounced around and just went from program to program like many of you have, and I was just looking for an answer or a way. I wanted to find something that could literally change things for me, and I knew that there was money being made online. That's what I wanted to do, but you see, I'd spent thousands and thousands of dollars buying the wrong product. I was frustrated, and I ran across the webinar just like this one. I was just tired. I was frustrated. My girlfriend had kicked me out of the own house I was paying for. I had to move back home inside my parents' basement at 40 years old. When I told my parents what I was going to do, they just literally rolled their eyes. I'm going to make money from the internet. My dad was at least patient enough to listen to it out, but I knew that I was on a ticking time clock. You see, my dad's very successful, worth millions of dollars, and I knew that he was ashamed of me. I knew that he'd wish that I would be more than what I was. So I went down and I knew that I had to make a change. For the first time in my life, I felt like I really had the right information, that I had the blueprint. All I had to do was do it. But I also knew that this wasn't something that was going to be easy. Nothing is. If you want to make millions, nothing is easy. So I hunkered down. Month 1, nothing. Month 2, nothing. Where every few days, my dad, I would hear his steps come down the stairs, look at me. Hey, Cotton, what's going on? Nothing, Dad. I'm close. I'm real close. Okay. Got it. You know, about the beginning of month 3, my dad came down and I seen he had a rolled up newspaper on his hand and he gently laid it down on the table. And he pointed at it. He said, Cotton, it's time. You need to get a job. I looked at where his finger was pointing and it said, car salesman, Chevrolet. It was 10 miles away. I looked at my dad and I said, there's no way. And he said, there's no way I'm going to let you stay down here and not make any money and just waste time on something that's never going to happen. 1 week later, thank God, was able to get $1,000 I made. I was so happy. I went to my dad and I told him, I said, Dad, look, I like finally made money. I made my first $1,000. He's like, you want me to be happy that you've been doing this for 100 days and all you can show is $1,000? That's what did it. I had the fire in my belly. I knew I was going to prove him wrong. I was going to prove everyone wrong because I'd literally worked 7 days a week, 15 hours a day, not doing anything, not communicating with anyone, ending, not dating, not going out, not doing anything, but laser focusing on this. 30 days later, I was able to accumulate a few more clients and get up to 14,000. Then it was 28, 56, 80. I'd found my rhythm because I had the right information. I was finally in the right place with the right people moving forward, the right people helping me, and the right information. From there, I didn't stop. My first year, I got all the way up to $250,000 a month. That's net. As you can see here, this is a screenshot from my savings, my retirement from my first year in 2014. And I was able to put $1.3 million in my savings. Since then, I've been able to ramp my digital agency up, featured in Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, and other places. And the only thing that I have to show for it is because of OMG. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for OMG. I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't OMG. And that's what OMG can do for you. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get typical results, but if you put your mind at it, and if you really dig in and you try hard, you see, I knew that this was my last chance. And if you don't take an opportunity in front of you like that, and if you see evidence of people, like I've showed you in the Facebook group that you can click over and look where thousands of people are saying it, you're in the right place. All it takes is for you to take the action to get that I did to get to where I'm at. Is Project No Holds Barred, NHB 2017. And what do you get inside of it? And we're going to break it down for you so you know exactly what you're going to get when you get inside. The first thing that you're going to get is a minimum of 3 live webinars weekly. And this is not your typical webinars. You're getting it from entrepreneurs that are outrunning successful multi-million-dollar online money-making businesses that are coming back a few hours a week to share with you everything that they've done throughout the week, their struggles and their successes, and getting it along. Just to give you an idea, OMG literally advises thousands and thousands of digital marketing agencies wait on our webinars weekly to know what direction to take their agencies. There's simply no other training or mastermind program that influences that many digital marketing agencies, or that so many digital agencies depend on breakthroughs from our research and development. And here's what some of the people are saying about our live webinars. Thanks, Cotton and Joe, for another mind-blowing webinar tonight. I'm just going to kind of run through them very quick. You guys get the idea. It says all the OMG coaching webinars are great, but there's something special about assimilation, light webinars I can't put my finger on. Just over and over. Wow, what can I say? I'm still mind blown from tonight's assimilation light webinar. But then again, I'm mind blown after every light webinar. Then, hey, I've just been added to the group last night, started an OMG a week ago, been catching up with all the replays. Tonight's webinar was one of my first. All I can see is wow, 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 amazing. Absolutely nothing light about tonight's Assimilation Light webinar. Some mind-blowing stuff. Every week you coaches break SEO down and provide some heavy-hitting, easy info. And, you know, it just goes on and on what people say. And this is one that really kind of touches me as well. It says assimilation webinar are real OMG stuff filled with family-like environment, baby step learning, so no one is left behind. And just incredible stuff that goes on. And, you know, I want to take you through what our process is every week inside OMG, so you know what the live webinars are like. And we start out every week. You've seen him over the last 2 webinars. He's been pretty silent on this one. But we start out with Fletch, who's absolutely incredible. Fletch has one of the top digital marketing agencies on the West Coast. He has the #1 digital marketing agency in Phoenix, Arizona. How do we know that? Because Google tells us it is. It's #1. Fletch has made millions of dollars off online consulting and helping people and branding. And he's literally the foundation of my learning to ramp me up to where I was before. And you get Fletch every week. Fletch, if you could take some time, just tell people what it's like to be on that Q&A webinar with you every Sunday and the excitement that you provide for people.
Yeah, man. I mean, I kind of chose Sunday because, you know, it was kind of a holy day for me. You know, I'm not like ultra religious, but I do like to kind of observe a day where you spend some time really focusing on getting yourself better. And, you know, Sundays office hours is pretty much an open forum where I'm on a video very much like this. You know, you can see the screen share here. This is usually the backdrop you get. It's me. I got a ball cap on most of the time. I got a whiteboard. I do screen shares where I can show you what I do to make money on the internet. And, you know, I try to share as much as I can, because when I joined OMG the first time, the only time, you know, in early 2013, the thing that really hooked me was the fact that, you know, I could see a video of Greg Morrison telling me that he would show me exactly what he'd done to make money on the internet, exactly the keystrokes that he had typed to rank for keywords that made money, that helped him get out of a spot that he wasn't comfortable staying in for the rest of his life. And that's really kind of where I was when I joined. So I wanted to kind of follow suit with that kind of forum and, you know, do a Q&A, be able to answer people's questions, because I know that, you know, us presenting what we think is important from our perspective right now isn't always what people need to get when they're starting out. People can start out from a bunch of different places. I had no, you know, internet marketing experience, no aptitude for making money digitally like this when I started, and I needed to be able to ask questions specifically that would bridge the gap from where I was to where I could get traffic, where I could rank for keywords. I didn't even know what keywords were, really. I mean, I understood it conceptually, but, you know, there was a lot of ground to make up. And, you know, thankfully, you know, people that put OMG together, you know, David, Mike, Greg, I joined soon after. We now have a whole crew that helps out. It's been designed in such a way that people who join, no matter where they are in life, whether they're, you know, 18 years old or 60 years old, and we have proof of both, jumping into our program, being able to watch the webinars, get their questions answered, and making a lot of money and changing their lives. So I love starting the week on Sunday, and yeah, doing what I can to help people that join us get where they want to go.
Incredible stuff. That's every Sunday. Fletch questions and answers, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Fletch is hands-on and just really gives the right answer. So even if you're brand new, Fletch is really the best at new people, and he's amazing at complex stuff also. So whether you're a beginner or whether you've been doing internet marketing a while, days, and he's really going to blow you away. Now, if you don't know who Greg Morrison is, Greg Morrison, the best way I could describe him is if you knew everything about Google and you could literally control traffic, you control the internet. Greg Morrison's one of those people that probably knows more about Google than anyone on earth work at Google. And there's many times I think he knows more about Google than the people that work at Google. And Greg is literally a algorithm just savant. And what that means is Greg gets into and breaks down how Google operates and breaks it down in an easy way for the most basic people to understand it, for you to take advantage of free traffic, and for you to get the most exposure to your website, your affiliate officers. And Greg is literally the only place that you can get him inside of OMG, nowhere else. And that's every Monday. You get access to Q&A with Greg Morrison. And literally, there hasn't been a Google change that Greg hasn't been on top of, broken down in a way that everyone can understand to supercharge your business, your visibility, and your traffic inside of Google. That's every Monday. Tuesdays, if your thing is physical products or Amazon, we have Elizabeth Herrera, Liz Hurricane Herrera. She's made millions of dollars online. Literally, she is a master at taking people that have never even had an Amazon account, showing them how to make money with it, to even the most advanced people that have been doing Amazon for years, and has tactics and does research and development, breaking boundaries on how to sell free products. If you're interested in free products, then Tuesday is going to be your favorite day inside of OMG. You will get Liz, where she's revealing all of her research and development and unloading that every Tuesday inside of OMG. And our flagship webinar is Assimilation, where I have special guests, Joe Marfolio and Stephen Floyd. I'm your host on Assimilation. I literally feel that it's the most cutting-edge internet marketing webinar on the internet. We research and development for 6 years, bring on star-studded special guests, and literally have mind-blowing lessons every week. I make sure that we give value every time you get on a webinar. And here's what some of the people have had to say just recently about our webinar. I said, for 3 weeks now, I've watched Simulation Night webinars on SEO. I'm a new beginner with zero knowledge of SEO coming in to this. At times, I'm technically challenged, so I was a little nervous starting out. Colin, Joe, and Steven are explaining everything at a basic level of people like me to help me learn the right way in order to be successful. I'm grateful to you all. And this is always, you know what, Joe, when you see this, when you see someone post something like this on their own, how does this make you feel?
I mean, it just makes me feel great that we're able to help people and actually change their lives, and even that quick, right? And they're able to take it, use it, run with it, and you know, it just makes you feel incredible.
You know, it's incredible when someone says in a few weeks, all the thousands they spent on other courses, that they've learned more and they haven't even scratched the surface on what they can. This is also very special. When I joined OMG in December, I've devoured everything I can by applying the things I've learned from Cotton, Steven, Greg, Fletch, Joe, Mike Long. I just signed a 6-month, $12,000 deal on January 17th, 2017. These guys make dreams a reality, not just for me, but for my clients. OMG for life. You know, the last one, I've been in OMG for only a few weeks. I've had so many aha moments. I've learned so much, and I've been doing SEO for a few years. I'm so glad I found OMG. Thanks for the awesome Assimilation webinars. You see, we like to lead by example inside of OMG. No matter how long you've been doing search engine optimization or any form of internet marketing, we love to stay ahead of the curve, and we have to. With our A-list clients, celebrity clients, they come to us for this sort of advice. If we don't stay ahead of the pack, they go somewhere else. What's inside the members area? You know, we've talked a lot about the live webinars, but what are you going to get inside our members area? And it's simple. You're going to get over-the-shoulder video recorded training, 100K per month entrepreneurs. And you're going to learn the mastery of client consulting, the mastery of search engines, all search engines, affiliate marketing. You've learned a little bit of a video affiliate marketing tonight. There's many different forms of it. Mastery of lead generation, of Amazon, of e-commerce. But not only that, we're very big about mindset and motivation inside of OMG. See, the right information without the right mindset is worthless. And David Mills, our CEO of OMG, has literally created a masterful step-by-step chronological lesson that he put on for over 6 months, that literally you're inside the mind of a genius. It's developed a company that does close to $30 million a year. And you get access to that as a bonus. But we also give a lot of mindset webinars because, you know what? If you could have a treasure map to $10 million, but if you don't have the motivation to get off the couch, information is absolutely worth it. You know, a lot of people say that the most valuable thing about being inside of OMG is the private Facebook members group. And the reason is it's all about pay it forward. You know, people that have a little bit of experience are always helping people that need up, everyone pulling each other up. It's like crowdsourced learning. It's exciting. It's where I've made some of my best friends. You know, when I joined the Facebook group, that's where I learned to become, now they're my best friends. I've learned to care and love them, Fletch and Joe, and you'll do the same. the same thing that you are. You're going to have joint ventures you'll make, best friends that you'll have a lifetime. And literally, if you've never been in an atmosphere that's family-like, it's literally cheering everyone on, you're going to love it. It's literally one of the most popular things about getting inside of OMG. You know, is OMG worth $100,000? I dared ask that. Just like this one. And you know what? While this is going on right now, if you're an OMG member just listening right now, if you feel that you've got $100,000 worth of information, I want you to put $100,000 over in that Facebook group while I keep talking. But this is copy and pasted right here. And it's just incredible to see that people feel that the information that we provide is definitely worth that. You know, I went one step further. I asked them in our OMG community if joining was the best decision they ever made. And look, people said, sure enough, it was. It's an amazing feeling knowing that we've been able to impact so many people because we really care about your success. You know, you've been hearing a lot about us, but is there a catch? Sitting around and said, man, that sounds too good to be true. There is a few catches, and we'll go over those right now. One of them is we don't include telephone coaching. And what does that mean? It means that we don't do Skype one-on-one training. We can't get on the phone with you to do one-on-one training. Generally, all of our training is done through recorded video modules, over-the-shoulder style, so you see exactly what we're doing step by step, and also through a live webinar format through Q&A and live lessons every week. So you'll have access to all of the trainers and all the entrepreneurs as they're downloading the incredible research and development and what they've been doing in their businesses from the week prior or from the month prior. And so absolutely no one-on-one coaching or no telephone coaching. The second is OMG is for the serious-minded person who wants a massive advantage and not for the person who wants it all done for them. You see, you're going to need to think and act like an entrepreneur, not like an employee. And third is we don't offer refunds. If you're going to join OMG, if you're going to take the island, we want you to burn the boats. That's what we want you to do. We want you to have the mindset there's no turning back. It's the most powerful way to look at the decision. You know, we don't want to place people in front of Greg Morrison, Liz, Steven, Fletcher, Joe, if you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out and you're doing a little look-see-loo. We want you to be serious. We provided you with proof with thousands of income reports, and praises that we've had from other people that we are legitimate. There's no need for refunds. The only thing that can stop you is yourself. You know, a full year of training and coaching and masterminding with Greg Morrison, myself, Liz Herrera, Steven, Joe, Fletch would be a steal at $20,000. Businesses that want me to come visit them for one day alone, I charge them a $35,000 fee. But it's absolutely near that. To get inside of OMG, Project No Holds Barred, 2017, the 12-month payment plan of only $699. Now, on the video that you're watching right now, you'll notice there's a start button right there. If you'll go ahead and you'll click on that start button, it will take you through the process of getting signed up inside of OMG. Now, once again, look for the start button that's right below the video. Click on that and get started. Now, one of the things that we really want to just kind of express is Fletch, a lot of people might be saying, man, $699 is a lot of money. What do you have to say to them?
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. It, you know, when I joined, it was pretty tough to figure out how to come up with the money to pay for the program, and you know, I guess fortunately, I could weigh it against other things that I'd paid a lot more money for in the past. Mm-hmm. that really hadn't made me any money. I went to college. I got my undergrad degree in a little bit over 7 years, I think, and went through a couple different master's programs, and you know, wound up with a ton of debt. And I didn't have something that I felt confident with making money every day for the rest of my life on. So you know, for $699, it compared to college, compared to going out and getting some kind of apprenticeship with, you know, a master tradesman or something like that, you're going to have to spend more money in either of those pursuits than with something like this. Now, while I appreciate, you know, $700 is sometimes, you know, kind of hard to come up with, the trade-off for it you go through college, you accrue, $50,000 to $75,000 with debt, and hopefully you get a $50,000 a year job. Here, you can start earning money in a month to 2 months, 3 months, and have the damn thing paid off before you're even done with the program, and well on your way to making 6 figures a year, even 7 figures a year, before you'd even be a sophomore in college. So you kind of have to figure out what you're going to base it on. $700 is a lot if you have a hard time making your car payment. But if you're looking at either going to college or buying a franchise or something like that,
Right.
The risk reward on something like this is really, really in favor of OMG from my perspective.
Sure. One of the things is it's really one of the smartest business models for you to get involved in. There's no brick and mortar location. There's no employees. There's no products. If you want to go out and if you want to start your own business, you can either chase your own dream right now, or you can stay where you're at and you can let someone pay you to help build theirs. And that's what it all comes down to. You're all on the webinar right now because you want to change. You want something that's a little different. There's a lot of different ways to make money. You can win the lottery. You can get an inheritance. You can ask for a raise. You can go back to school. You can go from bachelor's to master's, which is going to get you a 10K bump. I can go out and get myself a 10K bump in 2 days. And what I'm saying is there's many different ways, but going 4 years of your life to school that no one can teach you the nuances of how to make money through the internet. There's no university that can keep up with it. So it's literally a one-of-a-kind training, and you can get inside of OMG right now for $6.99. But if you're still listening right now, you have to ask yourself, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, and if you're not willing to take a chance on yourself to get inside, then how can you expect anyone else? You can continue to beat up. You can come up with excuses. You can say, I don't have the time. I don't have the money to do this. But you're here because you want to change, because you want something different. So the question is, entrepreneurs find a way to be resourceful. One of my mentors, Tony Robbins, told me that. That's the main difference. It's not about the lack of resources. It's about your resourcefulness and you finding to get that. So what I want to show you is we're going to run down once more what you're going to get inside of OMG once you get in. It might have went a little bit fast for you. You see, once you click on that start button and once you complete that $6.99 and get started, you're going to get immediate access to our members area. Every live webinar is recorded. There's literally over 2,000 hours of recorded training to take you in many different directions that you want to go to. If you want to do affiliate, client consulting, whether you want to do rank and rent, Amazon, e-commerce, we cover it all. And we cover it all through research and development. But by clicking on the start button, you're going to get immediate access to that. As soon as you get it, we email your password right over to you. You're able to get instant access to that. But not only that, you're going to be able to get access to our live weekly webinars. And as you can see, they're very different than any weekly webinars that you've ever been. I didn't talk about it before, but they're rock star-like and they're absolutely crazy. Where have you ever seen, as you can see below, 2,000 comments on a webinar? And this is what we teach. We get people excited about what we do. We get people that enjoy the information, that can take action with it. 2,000 people. So if you want access to our live webinars, then this is what you need to do. Hit the start button, come through. You're going to get access to all stuff like this. But also, you're going to get access, and we've talked about it before. Joe, powerful is that Facebook group. What do people say about it? I mean, from your perspective, how valuable is that Facebook group?
I think it's one of the main benefits you have inside OMG, because OMG isn't just some kind of make money course, right? Some kind of info course where you buy a course, people drop a bunch of videos, and then you never hear from them. You have a question, there's nobody to talk to. Inside that Facebook group, not only are all the coaches in there answering questions every single day, there's other experienced members who went through the course, who are giving back to the community and helping out, answering people's questions. So that they're really, it's something where you'll never be so stuck that you'll never get the answer. You know, you go in that Facebook group, you're not only you're going to get your answer, but you're also going to be encouraged, because in this business, this internet marketing business, right, your wife might not understand what you're trying to do, or your friend might not understand. So it can be pretty lonely. But in our group, where you have thousands of people doing what you're doing, they're your peers. You meet some of your best friends in there. You collaborate in there. It's a huge advantage to have.
You know what, Joe, you bring up a valid point. You know, when I was bouncing around looking from course to course, one of the things I always felt like was alone and left alone after I bought it. They got my money. See you, goodbye. See you, goodbye. And one of the things that the Facebook group really does, it brings a sense of family and community where we're all in this together. And believe it or not, we really care about your success. We have 12 months with you. And we want to make sure that you are getting the most cutting edge information, that your business is growing. And we do that by you being able to interact through this private Facebook group, so you can feel the sense of community on a daily basis. You can see about how other people are having, difficulties. And we jump in and answer the question. And you're going to be happy that that person asked that question. It might be the same problem that you ran into. You're going to be able to hear about right when you're ready to quit, or you're so frustrated for the day because it's so hard for you to understand something. You're going to see someone post a success report that's going to inspire you to push forward and work a few more hours. You see, that's what this private Facebook group's about. But I can tell you what it's not about. And Fletch, one of the things that we're not is, if someone thinks that they're going to get inside of OMG and they're going to get rich quick, it's not that case. All these results are going to be based on how hard you get inside of OMG and take it seriously. Don't you agree?
Yeah, Cotton. I mean, based on your situation, you may have a couple, opportunities or kind of quick start, connections that you can make that help you get a foothold, and, you can put some dollars in the bank more quickly than other people sometimes. But this is, like you alluded to it, but like, I don't want it to kind of fall into the background. This is a career path that you cannot learn anywhere on the planet except here. The people that are here that are doing this are extraordinarily well paid. We control our own destiny. We influence millions of people each and every week, as Joe showed about a video that he had made that had reached, 750,000 people. That's a single video. And he has thousands of those. This is a very small group of people who have an extraordinary amount of influence and ability to make money. And, because of that, our challenge is really to bridge that, because for most people, they don't even know that what we do exists. This is not something that your guidance counselor in high school is going to tell you, oh, you're perfectly suited to be an SEO. So go out there and try to find somebody on the internet that can teach you that. It's something that really didn't even exist until the last decade. And this is by far the best place to learn it. The community we have here, the people that put it together, the coaches, the members, it's something unlike anything I've ever experienced. And I've kind of done a few things in my life. So I know I got off a little on a tangent there, Cotton, but hopefully it's okay to kind of just really talk about how this is not something that you would be able to have, compared your life path based on until you experience one of these webinars, and really not even until you get on the inside and you see what a community really is like in Facebook and how people share. I'm going to share something I pulled up a little earlier on the webinar here in a few minutes, but when you have successes or when you have hardships, you typically go to the people that you're closest to in life and try to bounce ideas off them or get some energy or inspiration from them. And it's pretty cool to be part of a Facebook group with a bunch of people that we typically only meet once a year in person. That is that kind of environment for folks to go and share and draw energy from and inspiration from, that really just kind of, self-perpetuating at the moment, and just, building and feeding on itself, and really supporting a ton of people.
Right. You know what, Fletch? It's so true, and I kind of want to hit on what you just said. This isn't where you just get inside the group and we don't ever want to see you again. This is a changing experience. We want you to get inside and be some of the members that have been with OMG for 5 years now. That's the time we've been around. We have people that still are with us in that Facebook group for 5 years now, that are still networking and communicating and getting a tremendous amount of value. And that's what we want, is to build camaraderie, a sense of family, and to build friendships. That's what it's all about, is the relationships we have in the networking. And we've had some incredible people come through OMG that has been incredibly successful. They always pay it forward. And that's what's special about it. For those of you that are just sitting around that might not understand it, again, one of the main important things is you're like, man, I still don't get money. And, search engines is pretty simple. And I'm just going to give you kind of a small example about how money can be made very, very, very quickly. If there was a young DUI lawyer that just graduated law school here in Miami, Florida, and he's incredible, he's dynamic, but you know what? He's a great lawyer. He's not a marketer, and he doesn't have enough money, or, he could put out billboard ads or on a taxi, or he could do park benches, or, billboard signs or TV ads. But the real way that people look for someone is they pull out their cell phones and they type in DUI lawyer Miami. A young guy, or even one that's been around for 2 or 3 years, that struggled to get people in, people stay on page 1 of Google. And for that young guy to move from page 3, where he's invisible when you're looking for a DUI lawyer, up to the top 1, 2, or 3 position, it literally alters his business and alters his life. Phone calls start coming in. His business starts to go crazy. It can literally mean millions of dollars by not being on the top 1, 2, or 3 positions for any particular keyword for a small business. So what means is if he's not there, that's powering up his competitors and money he's possibly losing. And these businesses pay us handsomely, give them that visibility. Now, other ways to make money is Joe just showed you affiliate marketing. You get paid to sell other people's products and get a percentage. There's lead generation, which Fletch will talk about here in a little bit. There's so many different ways to make money. There's physical products, there's e-commerce, there's a tremendous different way. There's social media, there's driving traffic, the different places. But what we really focus on is mastering free traffic and sending it wherever we want, whether it be to a local business, which pays us to do it, which sends it to an affiliate offer, like Joe said, like he showed you tonight. That's how the money's being made by members. It's all over the place, and it's exciting, all the money that can be made. Internet is still the Wild West right now, and if you're not going out and claiming yours, you're going to get left behind. So, the next question is how much money do I have to have right now to join OMG 2017? It's pretty simple. You're going to need $6.99 today, and then 11 monthly payments thereafter. Start button, and you're still with us right now. Click on the start button. Don't wait for us to stop talking. This is an opportunity that we only open up our program once a year. We're a bunch of underground guys. We're not driven by significance. I'm not going to show you flashy cars or my penthouse in Miami or what I'm doing. That's all cliche. Proof that we do it in Google. You can search us. You can search Fletch and his #1 agency. You can search me in my 35 cities that I have the top search engine marketing agency around the United States. These are the people that you're learning from. You've also got so much proof that we've provided you with all of the praises that are people that are already inside the group that says it's life-changing. One of the things that might be stopping you today is that you're basically saying, I don't know how I can come up with $6.99. Well, guess what? What I have to tell you is OMG closes this Thursday at midnight. And just to show you a couple more testimonials from people right now. that have really just kind of just touched us. So the got to hand it to Cotton. He steps up to the table, makes sure that new people learn SEO, learn the basics. He has his own way of doing things. And most important, he really cares about the fundamentals. Next up, OMG is the best group and community to be on the internet. The problem with the internet is 90% of everything out there is just plain crap. OMG has been and will be the only place on the internet that has proven a system from 0 online to 800,000 and even more online. Joining OMG has been phenomenal in my life, and it has changed my mindset in more ways than one. Go out there and talk to any billionaire, millionaire, and they'll tell you that if you want to succeed, you must find a mentor. OMG, you've been that one mentor. You have a team of coaches. Myself, Steven, Joe, Fletch, Mike, David, and everyone else. Another one. OMG is a special place. The people in it are special. The lessons in it are special. The foundation is special. I'd like to take a moment to thank every person who in some way, shape, or form, and those people who set it up and keep building it day in and day out, keep doing that shit in a good way. I mean it. If you're reading this, and if you're on the fence about jumping in, then here's the way you need to think about it. You either jump in or you don't. But if you don't jump in, then what? You'll stay in the same place you're at right now. Look, with the way your life is right now, your job, your business, or whatever, the way it is right now, then I'm happy for you. If that's the way you want to live your life for the rest of your life, then I'm happy for you. But there's even a small part of you that doesn't want the life you have for the rest of your life. And OMG is likely one of the best options you'll ever come across in a long time. Powerful. And that is an unprovoked testimonial posted in one of our groups. Shout out to a huge thank you to OMG. I've been a member since early 2014. I can honestly say OMG, along with David Mills, has changed my life. That's our CEO. Broke, floundering. I had a gut feel that OMG was what I needed to turn my life around within the first few months. We're tough financially until I started to sign on clients. With me having to do odd jobs around the neighborhood to get enough money to put together for my membership and payments, I started building out my network and software tools. Fast forward to the end of 2016, I've now built a successful SEO client consulting business, which will gross multiple six figures this year. And now I'm building my first software product for the SEO industry. I've also had the pleasure to meet amazing friends in OMG, some great time at the last 2 OMG events. The last one, this was just yesterday. Just yesterday. I can't appreciate this group enough. I just signed up for the same one, DC 2017. If you're anything like me, this is a no-brainer. I began in 2015. My life exponentially got better. With the money I've made from SEO, I've been able to have a wonderful 25K wedding. My wife was able to stay at home mother since August of 2016. We just purchased our new truck, and we're able to purchase our first house. Let me tell you this. If you're a motivated individual, if you can carry a normal job and excel at it, then you can be a business owner. However, the knowledge you learn inside this group, it puts in this profession that few people can actually do. You're a digital marketing expert as long as you have the ability to learn and stay motivated. The sky is the limit. There's his truck. There's his wedding. Incredibly. Fletch, when you see stuff like this, man, doesn't that get you fired up?
Oh man, especially Henry there, yesterday that popped up, and I got to meet him, and it's just so cool to see real people succeeding, and know that you played some part in that, and it's just a bunch of real people that are doing really, really well, even exceeding things that they, were even almost afraid to dream of in their life. They had that dream, but it was like, man, should I just let that go? Is this even possible anymore? It's really cool to get that kind of, feedback and success reports on a friggin' regular basis in the OMG group. It's really, really cool.
Right. I'm not trying to put any hype on this, but we're going to close this Thursday at midnight. So, if you're wondering about how you're going to come up with the money, if that's the issue, prove that you're an entrepreneur, that you're resourceful. It's the cheapest way you can start up your own business and be making money soon. I'm just telling you, you're not going to have to buy a location, employees, product, and you've got till Thursday at midnight when we close down OMG, And we really want to focus on our members the rest of the year, provide them with the best possible training to make sure that we can produce hundreds more testimonials and income reports from this year's members. That's why we like to stay in underground small communities, so we can focus on everyone. Joe, there's still several hundred people right now that are watching us and that are just, they're watching us for a reason, Joe. They want to make a change. Maybe someone's got to give them permission. They want to talk to a family member, say, hey, can I do it? Joe, what would you tell them to push them over the edge to say, man, Thursday, don't wait till the last minute, because we all know, you wait to do tomorrow what you can do today. What would you tell someone to get them signed up right now?
Con, sometimes opportunities come by us, right? In life, the older we get, we realize that in the past, maybe there was an opportunity that came that we didn't take, and then we move on with our life, and, we regret that opportunity. And the cost isn't, what maybe we would have spent for that opportunity, but what that opportunity, losing it, cost us. Like, if you're here, you want to change your life, right? You want to make money online. You're not satisfied with where you're at. You're trying to change something. You're looking for something, and you're looking for someone to guide you. So, there's no other place, I think, on the internet that I've seen like OMG that has had so many people have success. And I've never seen anyone come into OMG that, one, followed the training and worked hard and tried, that didn't succeed. The only people who didn't succeed are the people that quit or didn't take it seriously or didn't follow the training. Because, with 5 webinars a week, with the Facebook group, with all the help that you get, right, you can't not succeed. And then, so this is an opportunity. This is that opportunity that comes sometimes once in a lifetime. Now, if you pass it by, you're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to go to your job, you're going to just keep on with life. Maybe you'll watch some other video on how to make money and, and whatever, and you're just going to go about your life. But if you stop, take this opportunity, take what we're teaching you, learn it, then you could change your life forever. You could change your family's life. With me, with internet marketing, I was able to travel around the world with my family, show my kids things that most adults have never seen. And it was partly because of stuff that I learned, even through Greg and everybody else. So this community, there's nothing like it. And again, like I said, if you want to change your life, this is the time. It's right now, right? This is it.
Sure is. Right now, if you're looking at my screen right now, right underneath it, there's a big start button right there. You would click on this. It would take you over to OMG Machines 2017, where you'll see Bob Proctor on the page giving his lifetime recognition. Here's a video with them raising their hands that they paid for their trip, with the profits and revenue that they've made from joining OMG. Some of them flew halfway around the world. And, there's our sales letter. There's $100,000 that we've seen right there. But second thing you'll do is you'll look for the yellow button down here, Bob Proctor and Mike Long, Liz Ferreira again. And you're going to click on this. One is for a 12-payment plan. Another one is for one. You'll click on that. It'll take you here, and you are on your way. Members area, click on that again, and you're right there. Fletch, about all we can say, this is a program that has just altered so many people. And, I'm going to toss it over to you for our final words. We've got a lot of people over here that are waiting to join, but, something I'm really proud of, and if everyone hasn't had a chance to do it or not, get over here and ask to be added to OMG reports. I want you to just read through some of the testimonials right now. If you're sitting on the edge, I want you to spend some moments, and I want you to see what real people that have bought inside our course have to say, the praises, how it's changed your lives, because it goes on forever. We could literally spend another 2 hours going over all of these that have been posted since just August. And it's just humbling to see all the lives and success we've changed. You will never, as long as you are alive, see this many testimonials or income reports or praises about any particular training anywhere. It just doesn't exist. So if, you being a skeptic is the reason why you're not jumping in, well, you can just take that away. There's never been more evidence in the world. If it's that it's not about money, hey, find a way. You've got till Thursday at midnight. But what it all comes down to is you can continue to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody have success in the game. I really want you to be one of these people that are posting one of these income reports that we've been able to help. That's why we do this. We love the camaraderie. We love, there's nothing more that I love that drives me than seeing growth. The growth of watching people grow with something that we've been able to provide them. It just fires me up and it inspires me to do it. I'm going to do whatever I can once you're inside to make sure that with my information and the information that I download to you will get you as successful as feasibly possible. I know that Fletch and Joe give you that same assurance as well. Fletch, this group if it doesn't take away any skepticism, they're just not ready to join. They just don't want to join. And that's just what it is. But Fletch, take it away with the last words. I know that you had something to share also, but just tell people why they need to get in right now and why it's so important. They're really sitting on the webinar right now. There's a reason for it. Just take the chance, get in, trust us as all these other thousands of people did, and we won't let you down.
Yeah, no, it's all good, Cotton. I mean, for me, I get to be on, a webinar like this now. I'll go ahead and click myself so you can actually see the full res version. But at one time I was watching a webinar, and, I watched Greg and Mike talk back and forth about what they did, really how they approached or attacked or strategized about making money on the internet. And, I had to kind of, pay attention to what they were talking about because there were a lot of foreign concepts. And, I didn't know anything about HTML or WordPress or any of these other things. And, it got to a certain point where I was like, if nothing else, I can follow these people. They're real. They're talking about, concepts that I can, in some way visualize. But, is there really proof that, it's awesome that they can make this money. I've seen a bunch of people driving, fancy cars on the internet and putting up ads and saying that, they're rich, and that's all great. But, kind of playing off of what you just talked about, how much money do the people who join make? And that's really, I think, what sets OMG apart. And at the point in the webinar where I got to really, see people that had joined OMG who followed the training, who, watched what Mike and Greg were teaching and actually implemented it, who were making money. And, whether it was a little or a lot, it was success. And, going through the lesson that we had earlier with Joe, I know there's people on this webinar that probably don't have any experience with online marketing and may have had trouble kind of following the steps with getting a video going. There's other people who are like, oh, that was, rock solid. I can take that, implement it tomorrow, and I can get this thing spooled up. Regardless, when Joe was talking about that, I clicked over into our private Facebook group that we were kind of talking about earlier. And I'm going to just do a screen share here and show you this. This is a thread or, kind of post that started really in the last 24 hours. I think 23 hours ago, it was posted first. And you'll see here, Suleiman says, got my first call from a lead gen site, which is ranking number 8. Holy shit, this thing works. I called a water repair buddy to call the lead for free. Now where to go from here? Which niche, which city, which country? Like, huge opportunity out there in the world. He's seen this now. He's felt it. He's generating leads, and now the whole world's his oyster. Now, Devin Schumacher, another member of our group, jumped in, congratulates him. Benjamin does the same thing. I do the same thing. Then Chris jumps in. Awesome. I had my first call from a local lead gen site this week as well. So exciting when this all comes together, right? Is it just another person who jumps in to congratulate and say this is working for him? Mike jumps in, boom. Then Stephen Love comes in. Same, listening to advice from the group. He's generating leads. And this is in the United Kingdom. This is not just US based. This is international. And it goes to show you how incredibly replicatable this is. This is not just us making money. It's not just us ranking videos and getting phone calls or making affiliate sales or whatever it might be. This is a ton of people who were on webinars like this and, joined and followed the training, and now they're generating phone calls and making money and doing all this kind of thing. And for me, that's the perfect illustration of what OMG is about. That all happened in the last 24 hours in our group. And it honestly, it gets me so fired up. I want to go home and kiss my wife and kids and put them to bed and go build some more lead gen sites and push some videos through Joe software. Right? Because I love it. Because not only does it make me money, but it helps the contractor that I'm sending the phone call to, and it helps the person who called that business, because everybody wins. And there's not many things that I've ever done in my life where I truly felt good on every angle, that everybody was better off after the exchanges were made. And for me, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on this webinar instead of at home right now with my kids and family, and just really want to talk about this to show people what there's really no other way to get exposed to. You can't learn about this opportunity to make money anywhere other than this webinar. So that's kind of my last remarks, I guess, for the webinar. Hopefully that works and got some people off the fence, because I'm just stoked. I'm going to keep doing this. I know Joe is, you are, Cotton, and a lot of our members are. So I just hope more people come in, because there's a huge opportunity for this, and it's only growing.
Sure, Fletch, that's incredibly powerful. This every day is a brand new day. And like side of OMG, it's, and what even kind of shocks me is these are the people that are speaking out. There's so many people that just stay quiet, that are making a killing, that just never post or never share about their success. This is just what we know about. And, we're going to wind things down right now. Remember, this all closes down this Thursday. We're going to be back this Thursday with our final workshop. But you know what? You might not have enough time to get everything together. Get it together now. Don't waste time. We want you inside of OMG. If you wait till Thursday night and dilly-dally around, it's going to be too late. Find a way. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to own your own business, if you want to live the type of life you've always wanted to do, work from home, live the life the way you want to do it, because I'm telling you right now, if you're working for someone else, you're helping build someone else's dream. And that's what always burned me about what I was doing. And I had to find the right place, the right formula, the perfect process that fit me. And man, was I ever lucky. So if you're tired of getting someone else wealthy, if it's time to get yourself wealthy, it is. That's why you're here. That's why you showed up. Get inside and you can have the same results and the same stories that you've seen other people have. Once again, take action now. Take action tomorrow. Don't wait till Thursday at midnight. That's not what to do. I look forward to seeing you inside of OMG. I'm ready and fired up for all of you. There's so many people joining right now. There's another one that just joined and another one that just joined. It's just, people are jumping in left and right. Welcome. You guys are literally in for the ride of your life. Joe and I are committed to give you the best that we've got throughout the rest of the year to ensure your success. Guys, we will see you on Thursday at 8 p.m. We will close this offer down Thursday at midnight.